What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mr. Investor YouTube channel. The markets are down, without a doubt. Bitcoin is sitting at 28,600, Ethereum at 1,545, Chainlink at $7.19, and Vechain at 2.78 cents. The global market cap is sitting at just under 1.2 trillion, so that's a pretty steep drop off compared to where we were at the top of the bull run here. CocaCola Kid. If you don't know who CocaCola Kid is, you are not a Vechain OG, but that's okay. He's pretty much inactive now, but at the time, like 2017 or so, he was pretty fun to follow. Let's just say that. But he posted a picture yesterday of this fine gentleman in a suit, legs crossed, hands together in a chair here, and this is Paul Volcker. He is famous for taking the U.S. into a pretty deep recession to curve inflation and bring it back down to normal levels. I believe this was in the early 80s. So I believe that CocaCola Kid is signaling that this is going to be the Fed's move, is to increase rates dramatically, fast, to put the U.S. into a deep recession to bring down inflation. But everything is down pretty much because of inflation. Inflation rose 8.6% in May, the highest since 1981. And this data came out from the Consumer Price Index, also known as the CPI. And you can see that the All Items tab right here, 8.6 unadjusted for 12 months ending for May 2022. Now the next CPI data comes out, I believe, July 13th for the month of June. And I don't believe it's going to be much better. I believe it's going to be worse, actually. I'm predicting that the CPI data will be closer to 9%. If it won't be over 9%, I will be very surprised. People believe that the sentiment was the markets have bottomed, inflation's coming down. I don't believe that's the case. Inflation is sticky. This is going to be a problem for a long time. It's going to take some time to get rid of inflation and bring it back down to the 2% target that the Federal Reserve has. With all that being said, though, we have some news from Vechain, we have some news from Chainlink, and I'm going to be showing two coins that I'm going to be dollar cost averaging, and I'm going to explain why as well. So before I get into the two coins, Vechain Insider teased us saying something very big is coming. Are you ready? We are getting close. Look closer. Now, when I saw this, I had no idea what this was. I know that there was the rumor of the BYD batteries supplying Tesla for their batteries, and Vechain's involved with BYD. That wasn't the case. The case is the UFC. We're very excited to share that Vechain has become the official Layer 1 blockchain partner of UFC in a historical global marketing partnership. With 900 million households across 175 countries, Vechain will receive unprecedented brand/asset integration. Now, the very important thing to see from this tweet is it says global marketing partnership. That is all that this is, to my knowledge. They're not going to be using the chain or anything like that as of yet. This is simply a branding and marketing initiative. And I believe Vechain paid about $100 million across 5 years to have this partnership for the UFC. Now, I think this is a good use of capital because Vechain gets written off as scam coin, China coin, supply chain coin, you name it. That's what it gets written off as. But I think this is going to establish its prominence as more of a official coin, a serious player in the market. And if the goal here is to get eyes on the project, eye on the team, eye on the partnerships, you name it, well, this is a great step. 900 million households across 175 countries. I like the fact that this is a good marketing partnership, and I'm excited to see what this brings to Vechain. So here's the article. This is from beincrypto.com. Again, there's the title. It becomes the first official Layer 1 blockchain partner of UFC. And I believe that is very important that they put that in there. First official Layer 1 blockchain partner of the UFC. I'm not going to read this article for you guys. I'll put it in the description. I highly recommend you take a look at it, read what they say. Overall, I believe that this is going to put Vechain in a good position to get the name out there across the globe. Moving forward, Chainlink. Chainlink had some big news recently. Staking marks the start of Chainlink Economics 2.0, a new era for the long-term security and sustainability of Oracle networks. In this update, we define the long-term goals, roadmap, and initial implementation of staking in the Chainlink network. This has been something we've been waiting for a long time. It's been teased at, it's been hinted at, and finally a roadmap for Chainlink staking has come to the public, which is great to see. I believe that this is going to be either fully announced / released during their conference, which is SmartCon. I believe that's in the beginning of September. That's my prediction. Could be wrong. If I see it early next year, that's great. It gives me more time to accumulate. Anyways, this is the article regarding this. I'm not going to read this for you guys. I'll leave it in the description below. I highly recommend you take a look at it. They also posted on their YouTube channel a video of Sergey Nazarov speaking at Consensus regarding this. And he does drop some alpha if you pay attention here, specifically saying that large banks and a number of insurance companies, etc., are looking to use Chainlink as an abstraction layer for blockchains. So I'm very bullish on Chainlink. I like what I see. This is fantastic news. So obviously, this is going to be one of the coins I'm going to be dollar cost averaging into. The second one is Polkadot. And I'm just going to give a sneak peek as to why. Chainlink is pretty much self-explanatory. They have great partners. A lot of projects have integrated them. They're used on multiple chains now. They have staking coming out. They just got the ex-Google CEO Eric Schmidt on board. I like everything that I'm seeing here. But on top of all of that, the World Economic Forum has a page called Technology Pioneers, and they do this every single year. And yes, there are multiple crypto projects listed on this, but these are going to be the two that I'm accumulating right now. So the first one is going to be Chainlink. And what do you see here? World Economic Forum has Chainlink as a technology pioneer of 2020. They also have a little page here, just gives a little brief description of it, has its website on there, and it just specifically says connecting blockchain smart contracts with real world data. So this is the first one I'm going to be accumulating during this downturn. As prices get lower and lower, I'm just going to be stacking my Chainlink bags. As simple as that. The second coin that I'm looking at is also a technology pioneer of World Economic Forum. This is for 2021. And this is Parity Technologies. Now, if you don't know what Parity Technologies is, it says employing the blockchain pioneers who launched Ethereum, which is they're referring to Gavin Wood, that is now building Polkadot. So yes, Polkadot is the other coin that I'm going to be accumulating during this bear market downturn. Don't know how long it's going to last here, but I have a goal in mind for how many tokens I want of these two coins here, and that is going to be my strategy for now. If prices keep going lower, and lower, that's fantastic. I'm just adding to my bags. I'm not worried. I'm looking 5 to 10 years out. The reason why I'm highlighting the World Economic Forum technology pioneers here is that they've had a lot of big companies that have been on this list that have done very, very well. I don't have a whole list of them on hand, but I know Twitter was on here. I believe GitHub was on here. I think Spotify or Shopify was on here. Like, these are big companies worth billions of dollars. They're listed as these tech pioneers. And basically, these tech pioneers are just trying to, they're listed as companies that are going to disrupt the status quo. And I believe that these two are going to be two coins that are going to be doing that as time moves on. So those are the two coins I'm going to be dollar cost averaging. I highly recommend people to just take a step back, take emotion out of everything, learn as much as you can, try and develop some kind of strategy, whatever that possibly is. It's entirely up to you. But have a strategy, have a plan, have a goal, and attack it. This is going to be a great opportunity to increase your bags here. The stock market in general, we haven't seen a bear market or a crash or a recession or whatever since the little blip we had in 2020, and the last one was 2008. Again, none of this is financial advice, but if I would just pay attention to the things that are going on and just focus on building wealth. That's all I have for this video, guys. If you like this video, please hit the like button, comment, and make sure you hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter at TheMrInvestor. And until next time, I will see you then.